ক্লাসটা আজকে শুরু হচ্ছে। আজকে ক্লাস হয়েছে কি শ্যাফটের উপর। শ্যাফটে আমরা শিখব কি করে শ্যাফট কি করে আমরা শ্যাফটের ডিজাইন করি। আগের দিন আমরা শিখেছিলাম, বাট আমরা আরেকটা বার রিভিশন চাইছিলাম, সেটা তোমরা বলেছিলে। বাট সো দ্যাটস ওয়াই উইল স্টার্ট ফর দ্য সেম সেশন, দ্য সেম থিং, বিকজ it acquires the most marks. Fine. So what the thing is that let us start. Okay. Now in today's what would be given, what are the things will be given. Let us first again recap those things, because it will give us knowledge how it works and what we have. So what also will be given, the given, let us see what will be given. So the given part, what would be the given will be number 1, as I have told you, pulley force from belt. Number two will be it will be given the wrap angle of the belt, and what else will be given, friction coefficient, between belt and pulley. Number 4, what else more, pulley this things, and it will be also, they will also provide you shaft material, there will be lots more of the thing. So these are the theoretical parts what will be given, as well as factor of safety, FOS. So there will be more, but let us simplify. Let us simplify in the terms. Let me start with the things. Let us assume that these things are given. For example, factor of safety, starting from factor of safety, let us assume factor of safety to be 3, and shaft material, that is sigma yt is given, for example 380 Newton per millimeter square, and also the pulley, as also the P1 is equals to pulley force or maximum force. This will not be given in this manner. You have to determine it. It will be written as max force is equals to, let us assume max force to be 2.5 kilonewton, that is nothing but 2500 Newton. So this all data will be given. Also, I forgot, mu will be given, so mu is equals to, for example 0.24, and theta is equals to 180, that is nothing but, if you convert it to, it will be pi. So this all will be given. So the thing is that this data will be given, and a diagram will be given in this manner. The diagram will be like this. and A, B, C, D. So it would be given, the data is given in like this manner. Just observe, let us get, I'm just assuming it, I'm not deriving it from a book or something, I'm just assuming everything, every data, fine. So let us take this blue and red, okay, this to be, let us consider this to be have 200, this is 200 and this is 600, okay, fine. And this is the front view. This would be given, I am writing in the short form, front view. This will also you will also get a top view. They will also give you a top view where you will find one circle like this, another circle like this, where this this type of things will be given, that is P1 and P2, and this is P3 and P4. Okay, this will be given that it is 500, this will be 250. Now this is pulley B and this is pulley A, C. Let me see. So let us summarize the question. Let us summarize the question. This is in the question it will be written, many things will be written. So the thing what will be, what is there, let us summarize in this manner. So it is given that A is a it is given that a just let me get a big highlighter. So it is given that A is a pulley, A is the bearing and D is the bearing, and this length is nothing but, this is your shaft, among which two pulleys are there. One pulley is B, another pulley is C. Now the distance between the pulleys are, the linear distance of the pulleys between the pulleys are given, that is 200, 600, 200. So this is our front view. But if we see from the top view, that is from the top view, so we can see, you can see that there is a the pulley B is having a diameter of 500 and pulley C is having a diameter of 250. And as you can see, there is also given, there is also written that P1 and P2, these are nothing but pulley belts which are vertically connected with the motor, and C is a pulley which is C is a pulley which is also having a belt connection with another pulley, that is P3 and P4. So this is what given, but to simplify it, there you don't have to worry about where it is connected, where it is not connected. So we will not see about these things. So there will be written some theory which will explain you about what is there and what is not there. So what would be written now? Number 5, that will be written, which pulley is driver pulley, driver and driven pulley. Now this will be given in your question. So here let us assume B to be the driver pulley and this to be driven pulley. So we know that this is driver and this driver and driven pulley. So what we have to know that since it's a driver and driven pulley, we so the force will be transmitted. The force will be transmitted from here to here. That is from B to C. Am I right or wrong? Is it understandable till now? এতটুকু অবধি বোঝা যাচ্ছে কি বললাম? Just give me a sec. মনি তোমার ফোন ধরো না সমিতারা আমার ফোন আমি কি আর করতে পারতেছি। Okay, I got a call, that's why it got disconnected. Just a sec. So just a sec. Okay, now as you can see, okay, just give me a sec. Okay, so as you can see, this is as I can show you, this is pulley, this is one pulley, the pulleys have this type of arrangement. So what you need to do, the thing is that we'll be doing calculations and everything, and according to the data given. So don't worry about it, you will be given all those data. So what you need to do, you need to understand from where to where the motions are transferring and how to calculate this one. So what will be the constant, which will be the constant part and which will not be the constant part. So so let us start and let us see what is the what is given and what is not given. So since the B is the driver pulley, that means for B the pulley C will rotate. So that means the moment the torque at MT created at the driver will be transferred to driven. Yeah, am I clear to you people? Am I clear? Okay, so that means what we can assume, that you have to assume something. So this assumption you don't have to write, this is only for understanding purpose. You don't have to write. So what we can write is that we can write MTB. MTB means torque at pulley B is equals to torque at pulley C. So what we can do is that to pulley B is equals to pulley C. That means the torque magnitude at B and C will be same. So it is assumed. So you may ask me, sir, is it 100% foolproof? Is it 100% foolproof, or it's just a assumption? Yes, it's just an assumption. It's not 100% foolproof that it is same, because we could assume that, because it is somewhat same to the same. So we just substitute as equals to MTB is equals to M2C. So this is what the first step is. Next step is we have to calculate, since we know that the torque moments are same, so for that we have to find out the torque. But before that we have to do as we are doing in design. So we have to first step will be always to find the allowable stress, the allowable load. So what I can do at the first step 1, so I'll write S1. Say the step 1 will be nothing but let me write step 1 only, step 1. So the first step will be nothing but what we can do, what we can write is that allowable load. So what you can do, you can write sigma A is equals to, since we know that shaft will not go for any other deformation, it will go for only for shear deformation. That's why we can directly write tau A is equals to 0.5 times sigma YT by factor of safety. So what is there? That means 0.05 into, it is, I think it is 380 given, 380, and factor of safety is 3. So this will give you the allowable shear stress. Can anyone help me with the figure? What would be the value? Newton per millimeter square. Please, can anyone help me? What would be the value?
63.33.
কত?
63.33.
63.33.
63.3.
Fine. So that means this will be the allowable shear load. Now here comes a point, sir, why you have done shear, what about the other load, why you have not considered? Now try to understand why I have gone directly to shear. There should be some logic behind it. The logic is that now as you can see, most of the cases what we see that, just to make you understand, they the shaft is fixed on either side by help of bearing, or it may be for or it may be helped with the plumber block bearing also. There may be many things. So what happened is that you may see the change in force, the amount of the pulley what we attach. What happens is that by attaching the pulley, there is a load. The load pattern comes in such a manner that there will be a shear. So this has happened. Now you must say, sir, is it practical? Yes, it is practical. How many of you have visited your workshop lab? How many of you have visited a workshop lab of Calcutta University? I'm just talking about Calcutta. How many of you have visited the workshop lab of CU? How many of you have visited?
ওই বালিগঞ্জে যেটা ওটা নাকি প্রপার সিউ?
Proper CU. Running
না জানি না।
Rajar Bazaar. So in Rajar Bazaar, কেউ ঢোকনি, কেউ যাওনি? None of you have gone?
গিয়েছিলাম কিন্তু মানে ওখানে তো কোনো মেকানিক্যাল ল্যাব দেখিনি।
There is a mechanical lab where PM sir sits, that is Paramartha sir's cabin, at the Paramartha sir cabin. So what you can see, if you see at the roof, you can find this type of long shafts. You will find there are pulleys, 1 2 3. One pulley is connected in this manner, one pulley is connected in this manner, one pulley is connected in this manner. So you can find a lot of pulleys and one shaft and pulley. So you could find over there. Even you can see antique machines from British era also. We have over there only. So there you can understand why it is happening, because nothing but a shaft is always bearing a load in such a pattern that there will be a shear. You will always find that. That's why it is assumed that the chances of failure will be shear failure. That's why what we do, we consider tau A. That is nothing but our allowable shear load. That is sigma tau A is equals to how much? What we have understood, that is 63.33 Newton per millimeter square. Fine, that is done. Now after that, what we'll do, this is step 1. Say understandable. Now step 2 will be force on belts. So as I have told you in the earlier classes, that there are prerequisites where we have understood that for belt wrapped on a pulley, or it may be on any thing, it may be pulley, or it may be your what to say, any wheel, anything. So the thing is that what we do is we consider this to be a theta, and the connection between them we termed as, that is the static connection.
এটা আগে বলুন স্যার, কি থিটা জিনিসটা করতে গেল স্যার? এটা
থিটাটা হচ্ছে কি র্যাপ অ্যাঙ্গেল, আমি আসছি তোমাদেরকে বলে দিচ্ছি। ওকে ফাইন, আইল বি এক্সপ্লেইনিং, ভেরি গুড।
আচ্ছা, এই বেল্টার অ্যাঙ্গেলটা নাকি?
ইয়েস আইল বি, ডোন্ট ওয়ারি, আমি স্টার্ট আবার বলতে দিচ্ছি, ঠিক আছে? Okay, for example, this doesn't happen actually.
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
So what you can understand, just a second, oh shit, So the thing is that mu is the friction constant between the belt. This is your belt, this is your belt, 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 and this is your pulley. Okay, fine. So mu is the friction coefficient between the pulley and the belt. Okay, and theta is the angle at which they are connected to the pulley. Is that clear? It is the angle at which they are connected to the pulley, nothing but like this to this one. Clear? Is that clear? So what we can do, we can write a small formula from there. What the formula is? The formula is, so if you consider this to be P1 and P2, so what you can write is P1 by P2 is equals to e to the power mu theta. Now you always should remember that theta should be in radian while substituting in the formula. Am I clear? Am I clear? So now that the theta, just as you can see, the value of theta, if I scroll down, scroll
স্যার
up.
বলছি স্যার বেলটাকে যদি লাগাই তাহলে আপনি নিচে যে ব্লু দিয়ে যে ডায়াগ্রামটা করেছেন না, ওইখানে আপনি দুটো এরোতে একই দিকে করেছেন, একটা উল্টো দিকে হবে না যদি বেলটা লাগাই, কারণ বেলটা তো একদিক দিয়ে মুভ করবে।
না এটা টেনশন, বেল্ট টেনশন বলছি আমি, কিন্তু এখানের মধ্যে বেল্টের বলছি না, বেল্ট টেনশন কনসিডারেশন করছি,
মানে লোড দেয়নি ওখানে।
না
টেনশন তো
না আমি তো টেনশন মানেই তো লোড দেওয়া, আমরা এইখানের মধ্যে রিঅ্যাকশনটাকে ধরছি। দাঁড়াও একটা মিনিট আমার ইয়েটা চলে গেছে, দাঁড়া এক সেকেন্ড জাস্ট আ সেকেন্ড। হ্যাঁ বলো কি বলছিলে, বলো।
হ্যাঁ ওই তো
টেনশনটা মানে যে কোনো একদিকে টেনশন তো দুদিকে অ্যাড করে, মানে আমরা তো অ্যারোটা জেনারেলি দুদিকেই দিই।
হ্যাঁ জেনারেলি দুদিকেই দিই, বাট আমরা কি নাও দ্য থিং ইজ দ্যাট ভেরি গুড, বাট দ্য কোশ্চেন ইজ ভেরি গুড and logical question. Now the thing is that you have to understand that we are considering belt to be connected. Now let me give you one simple example that will give you one that will make you understand. So this is one pulley, this is another pulley. So the pulley is connected with a belt. So what you can write? You can write the tension is like this. Can we write this one? And what will be the what about this one? We'll write like this one. What about again? What about this pulley? This 1 and 2. We can also write this way. লিখতে পারি কি লিখতে পারি না, এরকম লিখতে পারি কি লিখতে পারি না, বলো। লিখতে পারি কি লিখতে পারি না, বলো। Can we write this thing or not? Is it possible to write or not?
স্যার যদি দুদিকে যদি টেনশন থাকে তাহলে তো মানে যদি ব্যালেন্স হয়ে যায় তাহলে তো মানে জিনিসটা মানে হুইলটা মুভই করবে না, পুলিটা চেপে যাবে পুরোপুরি মানে পুলির উপর।
That's why there are some zones in, that's why it is termed as tights, TIGST. This is termed as TIGST, tight side, and this is termed as slack side.
মানে কম বেশি করা থাকে বলছেন, সেই জন্য চেষ্টা করছি।
কম বেশি করা থাকে, বাট আমরা এটা মানি না। আমরা তো we are engineers, we find out shortcuts. We say that it's not it's a tight side with a slack side, but mathematically we don't show that. Let me tell you, mathematically we don't show that. We show that the belt is entirely on tension. The belt is entirely on tension. That means if you consider the pulley 1, you will find this will be P1 and this will be P2. Got my point? Got my point or not? We mathematically show that, but actually it's not. If it is in entirely in tension, complete tension or pure tension, then it is 100% correct that it will not move. This pulley will not rotate, this will not allow to rotate, because there will be extreme tension and which will not allow you to rotate. So that's why what we do is that we keep two sides, one is tight side and one is slack side. So after that, what we can because we saw that this is mathematically not possible, it's not at all feasible to do that one. So what we do, we made a shortcut that we ideally say that they are in tension. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear? বুঝতে পেরেছো কি? So what I can do is that we know that P1 by P2 is equals to we know that P1 by P2 by P2 is equals to e to the power mu theta. Let us substitute. What is P1? Let us substitute. What is P1? P1 is nothing but 2500 Newton. What is P2? P2 we don't know. We don't know. And E, what is mu? 0.24 pi. Now from here find out P2, where pi is equals to, remember, pi is equals to 3.1428 or 3.14. It's on you. So from here you will find P2. Now here comes what is P1 and what is P2. Let us go back to the concept. So why I'm much more interested in P1 and P2. What is that? Now if you see the pulley B, let us go to the basic concept. If we go for the pulley B, let us see the pulley B, and you can see that this pulley B is having a load of P1 and P2. It's an idle load. Now since it is a driver pulley, that's why we'll calculate all the things from here itself. That's why what we did is what we did is we consider the pulley B, where one load is P1 and another load is P2. That's why the angle of wrap is 180, and what we are finding P2. Now what is the magnitude of P2? What is the magnitude of P2? Magnitude of P2 কত?
So 1176.23 আসছে।
1176.23 আসুক না, আমরা 23 Newton. Now since I have told you, and as well as we have assumed that the moment from B to C, the torque from B to C is considered to be same, that is the torque at B is equals to torque of C. So what I can do, at first let us find out the torque of B, that is MTB is equals to P1 minus P2 by D. Now try to understand. D is nothing but so D will be confusing. So let me write R1 itself. Now, so what does that mean? This is the default torque formula. The default torque formula is MT is equals to F into D, but D is nothing but the perpendicular distance. D is nothing but the perpendicular distance. So we according to that formula we have done P1 minus P2 into R1. What does that mean? This is the overall force acting on the, this is the overall force. This is not the gross force. I'm repeating, this is not the gross force. This is not the gross force. This is the overall force. Overall force means, or net force means the plus minus what force is living over there, and gross force means total amount of force. I'm sorry. So what is happening is that we have done the force into distance. So what comes is that 2500 minus 1176.23 into 2550. Now you may ask me, from where did I got 250? As you can see, let us go to the this one. The diameter is considered to be 500. That means the radius will be nothing but your 250. Am I clear to you people? Am I clear? So what would be the value for let us go back to that. What would be the value for your MTB? কত হবে? How much? কত? কত হচ্ছে? ভ্যালুটা কত আসছে? কেউ ক্যালকুলেট করেছো? কত আসছে?
331,692.5 মতো আসছে।
কত আসছে?
331,692.5 92.5 331,692.5
ঠিক আছে, যাও। 331 কত তোমাদের এরকম আছে?
33094.5
হ্যাঁ 33 এটা আসার কথা, মানে
33094.5 আসছে
33092.5 ইউনিট নিউটন মিলিমিটার। এটা আমি বুঝতে পেরেছি। ওই বলরামের মানে একটু বলরাম কি ওর নাম আমি বলতে, এটা 0, হ্যাঁ এটা 6 না, ঠিক আছে ওকে ফাইন। অ্যাটলিস্ট ইয়েটা বোঝো, দ্য সাম পরে এটা ইয়ে করলে হবে। নাও আফটার দ্যাট what we know that if we consider pulley B, let the pulley B is complete, is entirely complete. You don't have to do any more calculation. Now the other calculations are there, but as if for now we don't have any other calculation. Now we have to go for pulley C, P-U-L-L-E-Y, pulley C. So what happened? What else we know about pulley C? We know that pulley moment torque at pulley B is equals to nothing but torque at pulley C. So is equals to 33094.5 Newton millimeter. Fine, we know that. So since we are in pulley C, we know that pulley C is having a load of P3 and it is also given at P4. Since for both of the pulley we have considered the wrap angle to be 180, so what I can do is that I could write a formula blindly, that is P3 by P4 is equals to e to the power mu theta. So what happens? What is happening? What we know that P3 by P4 is equals to e to the power 0.24 into theta is nothing but pi. Tell me what would be the value? কত আসবে?
2.1254 আসছে।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে
2.1254
2.1
1254
বাস আর বেশি নিতে হবে না
হ্যাঁ
That's it. It would be good. So that means what we know that means P3 is equals to 2.125 times of P4. Let us give it as a number 1 equation. Now since we know the torque is for both the pulleys are same, so what I can write M TC is equals to P3 minus P4 into R2 is equals to what is the value 33 something like this, what I forgot. It is written as 330942 3330942.5. So we know that. Now we know R2 to be 125. How do I know that it's 125? Let me show you how do I know that. Okay, so as we know this is 250. That means if the diameter is 250, that means the radius, this amount of radius will be nothing but your 125. Fine. So let us go back to this one. No, so now let us write the equation. What happens? P3 minus P4 is equals to how much? So 125. So 330,942.5 by 125 is equals to how much? কত? Be fast.
2647.54 আসছে
কত আসছে?
2647.5
267
না 2647.54
26754 এটা
.54
0.5। আচ্ছা সবাই দেখে নাও, এটাই তো আসছে আশা করি। হ্যাঁ এটাই আসবে, আমারও মনে হচ্ছে যা ঠিক আছে। Then after what we can do is that from here let us consider this to be equation 2. Now what is there in equation 1? Let me summarize it. We know that P3 is equals to 2.125 P4, and we also know that P3 minus P4 is equals to 2647.54. From both the equation, please provide me the load for, please give me the load for P3 and P4. Be fast. Everyone please be fast.
P3 5000.9 আসছে আর
ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল ক্যালকুলেশন ভুল হলে বেশি চেঞ্জ হলে কোনো অসুবিধা নেই, বলো।
হ্যাঁ ওটাই বলছি P3 5000.908
5000.908। ও 908, তাহলে 5000.908 বলছো তো?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
তাহলে এটা এত ইয়ে করতে হবে না, এটা 1 লিখে দাও চলবে। আচ্ছা নেক্সট P4
হচ্ছে 2353
দাও একটা মিনিট
2353
2353.36
0.36 36
আচ্ছা So we have this P3 and P4. So don't worry. So what we got? We have got P1, P2, P3, P4. Fine. Our first operation, just a sec. Our first operation is completed. Now second is that after finding this one we have to find the bending. Now for bending we are using we are using some equations named as just a sec. So we are using for let us before that let us summarize this one. Let me you just give me. So at first what we have done, just give me. Okay, at first what we have done, just see that okay, at first what we have done is that we have first find out what is given in pulley and what else we have find. After that we have assumed that MTB is equals to MTC, as we know. After that we have find out the allowable load what we can apply, allowable load. Then after what we have done, then after we have find out the forces on each build. That means we have talked about the P1, P2, P3, P4. So this is what we have done. After doing this one, now the third part comes, which is one of the most important part. The part, let us go back. Okay. So the third part is nothing but the next part is your step 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 2 3 step 3. So where we will be talking about the most important, we'll be talking about our next step, that is the bending moment. Bending moment. Bending moment. This is the most important part, and this is the what here from here it comes the value the formulations and the everything comes and the answer. This gives the answer. This gives the answer. Now let us consider this one. For at first we have to consider the vertical one. Vertical moment. Vertical moment. So vertical moment, what happens in vertical moment is that we have to first be in the beam. We have to observe in the beam. So as we know that let me simplify it and let me draw for you people. Okay. Now here comes the main thing. Now you may ask, sir, where is the pulley C? Why you have not considered pulley C? Now try to understand why I have not considered pulley C. Now as we know that pulley C is nothing but it is a force in the horizontal distance. So does it make any sense? To consider as a vertical load? Can we consider pulley C to applying any vertical load? Yes or no? Since we are considering pulley is weightless. So there is no vertical loading in pulley C. That's why pulley C will be obsolete while considering the vertical movement. So what happens? Let us draw the let me make it more easy for you people. So here comes 200, 600, 200. So after that you have to understand about the section plane or section moment. What does that mean? Section moment means we have considered, do you remember about contraflexure? Have you have ever done the contraflexure while solving beam shear force diagram or bending moment diagram? Have you observed this one?
No.
So you don't know about the contraflexion. Contraflexion means, in other words, that a critical bending point. So where the bending directly get negative. So this is what happens in most of the beam, for which we have to be much more conscious regarding that one. Okay, so what happens is that even same for at that over there, what we do is that we find out bending while we consider the contraflexure. We find out the bending moment at every single section. So the section, what does that means? What do you mean by section? Section means it's nothing but like this. The section here you can find two sections, because there are two supports, 1 and 2 supports. So there you can find maximum 2 sections. That is, one is over here. This is section 1, and another one is section 2. Am I clear to you people? Am I clear? Yes or no? Am I clear? Fine. So what happens is that if you consider pulley AB, pulley A, and the point A or point and B. So what happens is that A and B. So since we are considering at B, so we are main point we should be at B, because pulley is something which is making the shaft to rotate. Pulley is something which is making everything to rotate. So what happens is that in pulley B, what we can do is that we can consider the moment. How can we consider the moment? We know that, just a sec. Okay, we know that there is a there will be R A H R A B and another is R D B. What does that mean? Here comes our main motive. Now since we know that at pulley B we are getting P1 plus P2 load. By why we know that? Because there is a belt which is wrapped over it, and a load is applying P1 plus P2. So that means this two fixed point will apply a load of this will apply a load of just a sec. This will apply a load of RAB and RDB, because according to Newton's third law of motion. Fine. So what I can do? I have to find out the magnitude of RAB and RDV. What I can do is that let us find out moment at point A. So what will happen? It will be P1 plus P2.
এই পয়েন্টটা দেখো।
হ্যাঁ দেখো
আচ্ছা
হ্যাঁ so what happens is that we can find out the moment, and remember the moment will be we have to see whether it's anti-clockwise or clockwise. Since it's a clockwise, we can consider it as a negative, like P1 and P2 is in clockwise, so we will consider it is at negative. Okay, just a second.
কোনটাকে নেগেটিভ ধরলে?
anti-clockwise. Yes, anti-clockwise না, clockwise কে নেগেটিভ ধরেছি আর anti-clockwise কে পজিটিভ ধরেছি। Just a second, to break it down. Since this load is applying a clockwise movement, that means this moment will be negative, and since it is going for clockwise direction, that will be positive. So what I'll do, this will be negative into 200 and RdV is positive, that is RdV into 1000. Why? Now try to understand. 200, 600, 200, that is 1000, and the distance from this to this pulley to pulley is, from point A to B is 200. That's why I have written this one. Now what we know, that P1 and P2 is nothing but it is 2500 plus 1176.25. I think so 25 or 23, something like that. কিছু এরকম ছিল আমার যে মনে আছে, দেখে নি 23 এ ছিল, ঠিক আছে 23 into 200 plus R dV into 1000. Now it equals to, total equals to 0. Why it is 0? Now here comes why it is 0, because according to equilibrium we can assume that moment at point A is equals to 0. That's why I could write, that's why I can write over 0. Am I right? Clear to you people? Am I clear to you people? বুঝতে পেরেছো কি বুঝতে পারোনি?
সে এটাকে তো এইভাবে দেখতে পারি যে এর মানে বাঁ সাইডে যেহেতু কোনো লেন্থ নেই, সেই লেন্থটা 0, তো জাতীয় থাকুক না কেন সেটাকে ইন্টু করলে 0ই চলে আসবে।
হ্যাঁ, ওটা আমরা তো ধরছি না, উই আর নট কনসিডারিং দ্যাট ওয়ান। এটা 0 ধরতেই পারে, ভালো কথা। It's also allowable. It's not an issue. Very good. It is also very good. হতেই পারে, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। Now since it is 0, আমি তো এর জন্য MA দিয়ে দিলাম, মোমেন্ট দিয়ে দিলাম MA, লক্ষ্য করো MA দিয়ে আমি আর ওই কমপ্লিকেশনতে লিখলাম না। তো এখান থেকে what I can find from this above equation, I can get the value of RdV. So you all have to get me the value. Now similarly, according to law of equilibrium of motion, I can write RAB plus RdV is equals to P1 plus P2. Am I right or wrong? Can I write the summation of this thing and this thing is equals to this thing? Can I write this one? Yes. So from here, from this above, from the value what I'll be getting over here, if I substitute over here, I can find out what is RAB. So in the next half, after it's now 2:10, so in the next half we'll again start and we'll end up and we'll do our software questions also. So that means today I'll show some drawings in software where we'll be knowing about the how to draw this one, how to draw gears or something. Let us see what we can do. So in today's class we'll do that. Fine. So in the next class will start at 3 p.m. exact 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. Okay.
কটা বললেন?
3